Hello everyone, my name is Krish Shokeen. I have created a project on DSA in C++ on undo and redo concept using linked list. I have choose this project because stack operation and linked list operation are the most common question being asked on DSA concept, and this project majorly seen on some text editors. I have used doubly linked list and stack operation as a data structure, and I have used undo redo in stack as an algorithm, and previous and next pointer as doubly linked list algorithm, and I will soon post this project also in GitHub. Here I have taken some help from Gemini AI to understand some basic structure on stack operational. The most challenging part was to implement the concept on this project only. Now I will teach you about this project step by step. First, we have taken library which standard bits library which contain all type of header files. Here mainly input output stream and C string is being used here. Then on line 4th, step node is a data type that defines node which represent one step in your undo and redo history. Then char is a data type that store any type of alphabet, and action is a variable here which stores 100. Then on line 6 and 7, next and node previous store the pointer of the previous node, and next node in the linked list. This allows you to move forward and backward, used for undo and redo process. On line 9th and 10th, node head point to the first node in a given linked list, and no action has been performed yet, so it will show null as right now. And node current point to the recent perform action, so we don't have any current action yet, so it will also denote as null here. On line 11th, void used to don't have return anything, and perform action is an variable here, and constant char text passing a string to the function from here. On line 12th, node new declaring a pointer new node, and this new node pointing to a new member allocated memory here. In line 13, string copy stand for copies new node character, and null at the end here. New node access the data of action which shows previous and next node here. On line 14 and 15, here new node access the data of previous node into a current node, and here new node access the data of the next which is null, and here mean new node is at only tail node at this time, which means last node of the linked list. On line 17, it means current state is not equal to the last node here, and if current is not null, then it already have one node or at least one node, and the current node will access the data of next or pointing into a new node here. Or if current is equal to null here, then the new node will be the first node into a linked list and will denote by head, where new node is also belongs to current, which print out performed as an output here. On line 26, we will check that the current is not equal to null by using if else statement here. If current is not equal to null, then we will go back to the previous state, or if current belongs to a null, then it will print nothing to undo here. Then on 35th line, we are using if else statement. If current is not equal to null and current access the data of next which is also not belong to null, then it means we are currently on previous state, and then we move forward to the next which print redo statement here. On line 39, we are using else if statement. If current is equal to null and head does not belongs to null, here to do redo action here, set current belongs to head and print the redo action here. On line 42, Else print nothing to redo here means either the list is empty or head is equal to null here. Current node is a last node here which cannot do any more redo action and will print nothing to redo. On, on 46th line, we will set temporary pointer here to head and start from A first node, then we will print history. After printing it, it will show the all history after the text being written. On 49th line, we apply while loop here creating temporary node and should not be equal to null. On 50th line, if temporary is equal to current, then it will be marked the current statement in curly brackets. Else if it is not current, it will print only action here. On line 54th, temporary node will move to the next node in this list and we will do this until temporary node become null here. On 59th line, end choice will store the user selection choice and char text which is temporary array store the new action entered by the user. On line 62, this statement helps to create this output in infinite loop until user presses the 5 number exit here. Then C output will print all the given 5 action numbers and user will click on it and enter the choice here and the input will read the number that user have taken. C input dot ignore will ignore the leftover enter in digits and will continue after putting text choice by user. C output enter action will print enter action and C input getLine will read all the characters including spacebar also and perform action will show the changes being done in an output. Then switch choice will create 5 cases in which undo will move back from output node and redo will move forward from output node and show history will show all the history and show the curly bracket on the current action. Then exit will break the whole infinite loop and invalid choice shows when I take invalid numbers here. First, if I press perform action choice button here and take any name here, it will be shown performed, and if I press again 1 here and write another name, then it will be also performed, and if I press the second button and do undo here, then everything will be undo, and if I press then fourth button, it will show me that the current highlight is on Krish now, and if I have to do it again on Ritik, then if I press third button, it will redo to a Ritik, and if I now press fourth button for show history, it will show me that Ritik has been again highlighted here. And if I given any wrong number, like if I have taken 10 here, it will show me invalid choice. And now at end, if I press 5 here, it will check that infinite loop has been stopped here and it will left that loop. Now we have exited here from here. So thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Krish Shokeen. I have created a project on DSA in C++ on how to create an OTP generator program that creates a 4-digit one-time password with a valid time for an OTP and entered an OTP which is similar to real-world authentication system. I have choose this project because OTP generator is widely used in a real-world application like banking or used in short messages services for verification or any login system or any type of payment apps. There in these example mostly DSA concept is being used here. Concept like string and arrays. I have used unordered map and string data structure for user and for OTP storage. And we have used random algo to build any number of digit in our OTP generator in a given limit of OTP length. Here in this project, I have consulted Gemini AI for an algorithm because here MT19937 is an inbuilt function in a random algo that can be taken in C++ and help to generate a random OTP. And soon I will going to post this project in GitHub, which helps in my portfolio for more projects and internship. And if I tell you that the most challenging part I have faced in this project was to get a good random devices generator, because if I do not get that generator, then I have to write all different characters set like numeric, alphanumeric, and some special characters, which takes me more time to do work in this project. Now I am going to tell you about this project step by step. First, we have taken here standard library here because it contains all header files in these libraries. Header files like iOS stream, unordered map, ctime, etc. Then I have used namespace here so that I don't have to write it again and again before function like cout and string. Then in line 4, I have used unordered map here, which shows key value pairs where key is unique. And here string is used for key type, example name, my name is Krish. So here pair string and time t shows the pair values. And these two key pair and pair values is being stored in OTP store variable. Then in line 6 and 7, I have taken two parameters here. One is to give limit time for an OTP so it can generate it within those seconds. Example, here I have taken 15 seconds for an time period for an OTP. And second is for to generate number of digit in an OTP generator. To generate number of digit in an OTP, and here I have taken 4 digit, which means OTP will be present 4 digit numbers only in line 7th. Now in line 9th line, we have taken string here and a variable generate digit that returns n digit numeric OTP as a string. We have taken generate digit as a variable. Now in line 10th and 11th, I have taken random device which helps to generate a random word from hardware, and MT19937 from line 11 is a generator of a random device that generates a small number of high quality true randomness. In line 12, I have taken uniform integer distribution distributed from 0 to 9 integers, which was generated by MT19937 generator, and help them to give equal access to all number without being getting bias here. On line 13, I have taken string OTP, which takes empty string we have taken to build an OTP here. On 14th line, this for loop will run n times in each iteration and will retrieve a random digit from distribution generator. And after getting a random digit, it will return an OTP. Now from 17th line, we will make function to create OTP for user. Here, string create OTP constant string and user will create a function and show an OTP for user and return the OTP so it can be shown here. From line 18, string OTP will call the generate digit variable integer n, which was being taken by generate digit variable which stores integer n value. That was OTP generator in digits that we have taken 4 to produce the OTP string. In line 19, we have taken pair time t here and xpi as a variable which stores an initial time 0 and a time period for an OTP from integer n, which was 15 seconds, and will show the new expiry time here or store a new expiry time here. On line 20, we have taken OTP store as a variable here in a map in which it stores OTP and expiry time and will be stored as per as the user demand, and when we return it will generate the OTP. Then on line 23rd, we have used bool function here. In bool function, it is used for true and false condition, where this function checks whether OTP entered is valid for user and return true or false value. In line 24, we have used if statement here, where OTP store find user should be equal to OTP store dot end. Means if there is no entry for user in OTP store, then it will return false because the user have to be an active OTP here, or it will show an error here. On line 26th, by using auto OTP expiry in OTP store user, it will extract the OTP and expiry time from the map we have given. On line 27, time now will check the current time 0 we have initial time comparing to an expiry time. That was initial and the time period for an OTP. On line 28, we will use if statement where if current time gets more than expiry time, then it will remove the map entry and will returns false value. Then on 32nd line, we will using else if statement here, where entered statement or OTP should match as well as stored OTP, and we will erase the OTP entry and return true value here. And if none of them is correct, then we will return the false value. On 39th line, we will make an int main starting as a main program, and then on 40th line, we will declare string for an user input, and then user will type the username on 41st line and will read the username from input on 42nd line. Now on line 43rd, we will call create OTP to generate and store a new OTP for the username we have written. It can be like I have used Krish, so it will return Krish here and create an OTP. On 44th line, cout will send the output generated OTP for user. Like I have already told that I have taken Krish here. Then it will give an random OTP. On 47th line, we will use string entered and then declare a string to hold that OTP. On 48th line, we will use cout and we will enter the OTP, and after entering, input will read the OTP and it will show if the OTP is correct, then the OTP will be verified and successfully. Else, if the OTP is expired or giving wrong number or wrong OTP, then it will show an invalid OTP or expired OTP. Now I will show you a practical way. Now I will enter my name here. So it will give me a 4-digit OTP valid for 15 seconds. If I put this OTP here, it will be showing OTP verified successfully. And if I run again this code here and put my name again here, it will showing me another OTP and valid for 15 seconds. If I put a wrong OTP or wait for 20 seconds here, then it will show me expired OTP or an invalid OTP here. Like if I put a wrong OTP here, it will show me expired OTP or invalid OTP here. At the end, I am planning to add multi-factor authentication which use OTP and password. Also, that specific password can be used by specific user, like every bank have type they are like carrying every customer IDs, unique IDs to open their bank details. That's for it. Thank you.